Welcome to Off the Cuff with SDJ, a podcast about everyday life from the spiritual, the physical, and the metaphysical perspective. Each week, I'll bring you episodes that have a casual, laid-back, informal, and spontaneous look at this thing we call life. I'm Sunny Dawn Johnston. Now let's get started. We're going to be talking about life lessons, major life lessons, and how these lessons can, and if you've decided to learn the lesson, can make an impact on your life. So life lessons according to Sunny. And I'll be listening to some of your life lessons as well. So these are life lessons according to SDJ. All right. And as I share them, I would love for you to just give me some feedback. Just tell me, oh yeah, that's one for me. Maybe you agree with it. Maybe you don't. It's not going to change my mind on if it's a lesson for me or not. But I would love to hear your feedback. So first lesson, your body knows. Your body knows. So listen to your body. Your body is always speaking to you. It's always giving you input. It's always letting you know what you're holding back, what you're not sharing, what you're pushing down, what you're suppressing. We don't always listen to our bodies, but our bodies always know. And if we choose to listen, then our body will tell us what it is we need to know to take the next step, to make the movement, to have the healing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So number one, your body knows. And believe it or not, I don't know if you know this or not, but your body knows what it needs. It also knows how to heal. And you might not have the connection with it yet, but it does carry that information. It knows what needs to be released, what there's no room for in the container so that it can have the healing that it deserves. So sometimes the body's talking because we haven't been listening much. And it's always talking to us and teaching us. So number one, your body knows. Listen to your body. What do you think? Give me some input back and forth. Okay, number two, create your own path. It is okay for you to be on the on a different path than everyone else. It is okay for you to walk your journey, to follow your guidance, to listen to your spirit, to create the journey that is in alignment for your soul. So whether you've been called the black sheep or maybe you don't go along with everybody's everything, and I'm not saying be difficult and I'm not saying any of that, but I am saying create your own path. Be your own drummer. You might drum to a different beat. Be your own drummer. Okay, be your own drummer. Have your own beat. Beat your drum the way you want. And don't worry if anybody's on the path, because here's the thing, guys. People will find you. I often, the majority of my life, until I started doing this work professionally, felt like I was on my own path, my own street, in my own neighborhood, sometimes in my own city, and there weren't a lot of people around. And there weren't a lot of people I shared with, and there weren't a lot of people that got it, that got me. And I had to learn how to be okay with me living and being who I was. And when I learned that, I began to attract people that were in alignment. So walk your path, be okay if it's not like everybody else's. Third lesson, be present. Because when you are present, you are living in the moment. And the moments, guys, I don't know if you know this. Some of you might not know this yet, and some of you know it very well because you're more in my age range. As we get older, we start to look at past moments, and we go, man, those moments went by fast. Whether it was when you were raising your kids, when I was raising my kids, especially my older son, who was just really challenging in a lot of ways, I used to I couldn't wait to get to the next season of our lives. Like I couldn't wait for him to get into, junior high and get into high school, get into his own space. Like I couldn't wait for that. And in working or in waiting for that, I missed a lot. And I didn't know what I was missing because I was just so trying. I was so in it. I was so trying to do everything that I could do and not knowing exactly what to do. And there was no manual that came with kids that I a lot of times wished away the moments for the grass that was greener somewhere else in 10 years, in 5 years, in 9 years. So be present and live every moment. If you know me, you know I am someone who has a lot of passion for life. I get excited about a lot of things. I enjoy my life. I'm as active as I could possibly be because I know, because I see what I've missed. And it isn't a place of, I don't live in regret. I don't go, gosh, I wish I would have done it differently, because I recognize that it's taught me now, and I'm much more present in my life in the last 10 years because of it. So be present is number 3. Live every moment to the fullest. Mwah, the fullest. I feel a little, is this French? French? I feel a little French. Maybe that's, I haven't been to France, so I'm just making it up as I go. But I think French people do that, right? Or is that Italian people? I don't know, but the hat, I think, is French, right? You like the hat? Cute, right? Love. All right, number 4. Number 4. Appreciation appreciates. Appreciation appreciates. When we appreciate something, the appreciation grows and it comes back to us, and it works in whatever area of life. So when you appreciate something, maybe the other person, if you appreciate something somebody else is doing, well, maybe they're not appreciative of it. They're not feeling your appreciation. But when you appreciate, the appreciation within you expands. Appreciation appreciates. It works in money. It works in relationships. It works in health. It works in any area that I can think of. Appreciation appreciates. It expands the appreciation. So when you are in an energy of appreciation, it expands. Okay? Number 4. Number 5. Love is always the answer. Love is always the answer. The end. The end. Love is always the answer. Oftentimes when we look at love, we think that love is enabling, and we think that love is over loving, and we think that love has to look a particular way, but love is got boundaries, and love is supportive but not forceful, and love shows up in a variety of different ways that oftentimes we don't think of as love. Boundaries specifically. Love is always the answer. Number 5. Number 6, vulnerability and authenticity are superpowers. Vulnerability and authenticity are superpowers. When you can be vulnerable, when you can be authentic, it is a superpower. It is strength. It is courage. It is an opportunity for you to teach others just by claiming and owning that superpower. Vulnerability and authenticity are superpowers. Number 7, nature heals. Nature heals. If you're struggling, if you're challenged, go outside, go for a walk, go for a hike, get into the pool, go to a salt water, what are those things called? Things that you soak in and they're really, really hot water. What are those called? Not geysers. Y'all with me? What are they called? Y'all know what I mean? Like, shit, what are they called? Not a sauna. They're water and they're natural and they are in the earth and it's really hot water and you go to hot springs. Oh my God, Sunny. Hot springs. Yeah. Nature. Go to nature. Nature heals. Nature heals. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, energetically. Nature heals. You don't even need to know what you need to heal, and nature helps you to heal. Okay? That was number 7. Thank you for your help, my friends. Number 8. This is one I learned about 4 years ago. Man, has it been an important one for me. Not that I didn't know that it was a good idea, but I mean, this one I started incorporating into my life. I started incorporating it in pretty consistently 4 years ago, but not consistently like the last 9 months, every single day. Move your body. Move your body. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. Move your body. Get your body moving. Dancing, walking, going up and down stairs. It doesn't matter to me what it is. Any kind of exercise, any kind of movement, but move your body, ... daily. Move your body daily. It is a necessity for your mental health. For your mental health. Okay? It is a necessity for your mental health as well as your physical. Move your body. Number 9. This one, people don't love. And I talk about this in classes when I share this one. A lot of people, they want to skip over it, ignore it, look the other way. No, I don't like this one, Sunny. But I'm going to say it anyway because authenticity is a superpower. So this is my truth. Step into your fears. Step into your fears, step into your fears, step into your fears. You can have fear, do it anyway. Step into your fears. Courage, the word courage, does not mean that you don't have fear. Okay? Courage does not mean that you don't have fear. It means you have fear and you do it anyway. That's what courage means. So a lot of people forget that I'm not saying that so many of the things that you need to do or that I've done in my life that I didn't have fear around. I'm saying I looked at the fear and I said, you are not going to control me. You are not going to be the barrier between me and my dreams, me and my goals, me and my soul's journey. Nope, not going to happen. Get some courage. And courage says, I'm going to face that fear and I'm going to do it anyway. That's courage. So it doesn't mean you're not afraid. It just means that you're going to do it anyway. That's courage. Okay? And if you don't feel courageous, then start stepping into baby steps. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Okay? All right, so 9 was step into your fears. Number 10. This one I've said a lot lately. Probably not on here, but I've said it as I'm reading things. Number 10, be kind. Be kind. Be kind. Just be kind. We might not be able to do a lot of things at times. We may not be able to understand people's circumstances, situations. We may not know what to do, but we can be kind. Be kind. Number 11, don't assume anything. Y'all know, y'all remember the story about assuming things? Do you all remember that? It'll make an ass out of you and me. Don't assume a thing. There are so many assumptions that fly around, and oh my goodness, have I seen and heard so many of those over the last several months. Constantly, if you watch social media, if you listen to the news for a second, if you read anything, talk to a friend, assumptions are being thrown left and right like jabs. Don't assume anything. Don't assume that you know anybody else's journey. Number 12. I love this one. Love it, love it, love it. Number 12. Get out of the box. Get out of the box. Get out of the box. Oftentimes we live in the box that either was built for us, we thought we were supposed to build, we thought we were supposed to stay in, we didn't know we could venture out of. And the box is oftentimes people's safety, their security, and I'm going to suggest get out of the box. Think outside of the box, live outside of the box, step outside of the box. Doesn't mean you can't have the box. Get out of it. Now, we're in a pandemic, so maybe not today because there's not a lot of places to go. But get out of the box. I taught a class 16 years ago, maybe 17 years ago. I taught a class called Getting Out of the Box. Nobody signed up for it. Nobody signed up for it. And I had a whole bunch of students that would come to weekly classes, and they were all asking for the next thing. They were so excited to get out of the box. Well, they knew me, and they're like, oh boy, if we take that class, get out of the box, I don't know what the hell she's going to make me do. So I titled it something else, something that felt safer. I don't remember what it was, like be the change in your life or something like that. Everybody signed up. Then I did the exact same thing, get out of the box. And one of the things that I had everybody do is they had to do an exercise. They had to do something in over a 2-week period that made them feel like they were getting out of their box. And we didn't say what it had to be. There were 2 girls that went and jumped out of a plane. There was one person that I think got a pedicure. There was another person that drove on a freeway. There was another person that I think got a massage. Like, it wasn't about what it was that you were doing. It was just get out of the box, step out of your comfort zone and do something different, new, unique. Okay, so get out of the box. Always, always, always be learning. Always be learning. Be learning from yourself, be learning from life, be learning from a teacher, be learning from your kids, be learning from humanity, be learning from books. But learning to me is, when you take something in, when you're in the process of learning, you have all this knowledge up here. And then you embody it, or you start to live it. And when you embody it, when you live it, that's where wisdom comes from. That's how we gain wisdom. It isn't in just the learning of the information. You just keep it up here. It just stays in this container. It's when you apply it. Okay. It's when you apply it, then it becomes wisdom. When you embody it, then it becomes wisdom. All right. Number 14. Communicate. Communicate from a place of love, your thoughts, your feelings, and Generally, at the heart of every issue is a lack of communication. So communicate with love. Communicate with love. Number 14. Number 15. Number 15. This is my list, so it might not feel true for you. Maybe you don't trust your intuition yet, so you're like, nope, doesn't feel true to me. But for me, number 15, over and above everything else, always listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. For me, my intuition is my guide. It's my teacher. It's my support. Listen to your intuition. Number 16. Be in joy. Have fun. Have fun. Life is meant to be fun. Be in joy. If you don't know how to be in joy, just try putting a smile on your face and start there. That's a good place to start. Smile instead of frown, or smile instead of the look, whatever that look is. Be in joy. Find things that bring you joy. Watch things that bring you joy. Read things that bring you joy. Do things that bring you joy. Think about things that bring you joy. Create things that bring you joy. Be in joy. Life is meant to be fun and joyful. And joy is the highest expression of love. So be joy. Be joy. 17, serve others. Be of service. Be of service. When we serve others, we also serve ourselves. And it's an exchange of energy. So I'm not there's another one that's about you taking care of you. But be of service for that highest, greatest good. Serve others. Number 18. Self-love is the key. Self-love is the key to loving others. You can't love others without loving yourself. Not unconditionally, you can't. When you love yourself, then you have something else to offer to somebody else unconditionally. But if you don't have that self-love for yourself, then there are usually conditions on your love. If you do it this way, if you do it that way, if you agree with me, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, there's all these conditions on the love. And love just is love. So you can love somebody and not, and they can be somebody that is struggling with whatever, and you can love them. Now, that doesn't mean you enable them. It doesn't mean you give your power away to them. It doesn't mean that you support them financially or physically or emotionally, but you can love someone only when you love yourself unconditionally. So, number 18, self-love is the key. Self-love is the key. Number 19. This is a good one. Are y'all ready? Got your notebooks? No is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. I was talking with a client yesterday, and she was explaining to me how she was going to explain something to somebody else and why she was doing what she was doing. And I stopped her and I said, you don't have to say any of that. You don't have to explain any of that. No is a complete sentence. Yeah, mic drop. My mic's over here though, so I can't really drop it. There's nowhere for it to go. But yes, exactly, Cynthia. No is a complete sentence. Number 20. Now, I've had a lot of life lessons, guys. I got a lot of life experience, and I could go on for 100. So I'm gonna do these every so often. Maybe once a month I'll do them and add to it, because there's not everything is in here. These are just the first 25 that came to me. Number 20. This one's hard. This one is hard. Not everybody is going to love you. And quite likely, not everybody is going to like you. And that's okay. That's okay. Not everybody's going to love you. Not everybody's going to like you. And that's okay. I know I am not everybody's cup of tea. I know that sometimes words fly out of my mouth that are on the cussing side of things, and some people don't like that. It's okay. You don't have to like it. You can go find somebody that doesn't do that. I know that some people don't connect with seeing spirits or talking to angels or listening to intuition. That's cool. That's okay. You'll find somebody that doesn't do those things. But if you align with my energy, and there may be some things you like and some things you don't like, but here's the thing, it's okay. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to love you. So don't try to make them. The way I look at that is, if somebody doesn't want to be with me or around me, why would I be interested in trying to get them to want to be? Why would I try to encourage them? Why would I devalue myself to a point to try to encourage and get value and be valued enough by somebody else? Prove my value so that somebody will like me? No, thank you. Prove my value. Do what I need to do so that I look good in your eyes, so that I am worthy of your attention and your love? No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, this one I know some people are not going to agree with. But again, this is my lesson, my life lessons, right? My life lessons. And hey, some of these, maybe you're like, I never thought of it that way. So you might want to try some. Here's one you might want to try. Getting up early helps productivity. Getting up early helps you get shit done. And I know that some of you will say staying up late helps you get shit done. And you could very well be right for you. I actually was one of those people that way back in the day, like 27 years ago, 37 to 37 years ago, I was a night owl. And I would say the same thing. I would get things done at night. I would work on things at night. I would clean my house at night. I would organize things. We didn't have computers and stuff. So I would go through things at night. Like I was a night owl. And I got things done at night too. So I understand that some of you are on the other side of this, but I really believe that there's something to getting up with the sun and kind of being in the cycle of Mother Earth. And all the animals, they either do one or they do the other, right? So it's okay if you're on the opposite. But for me, I believe that getting up early, so I'm usually a 4:30, 4:45er, getting up early helps me be productive in my life. A lot of people ask me, how do I do what it is I do and do so much of these things? And I believe that one of those things is getting up early. Now, I have people on my team that are later. They get up later and they stay up later and they get a lot of stuff done at night. And so it's not that there's a right or wrong. But for me and my life lessons, get up early. Okay, number 22. Okay. To that point, 22. You can sleep when you're dead. Yep. It's one of my life lessons. I'll sleep when I'm dead. What do you think about that one? And then I wrote, just kidding. Sleep is important. Sleep is important. And I do recognize that. I'm not a big sleeper. Sleep is not my very favorite thing to do. I'm excited about living life and doing the kinds of things, but I have begun to recognize that, and I've been working this past year, I've been working on sleeping more. I'm up to about 6.5 hours a night. Pretty good for me. 6.5 to 7 sometimes even. But I always get up the same time every single morning. Doesn't matter if it's weekend or weekday, what have you. And I usually go to bed I'm usually asleep by 10. So That's gives you the 6.5-ish hours. Sometimes I go to bed a little bit earlier, but oftentimes I don't fall asleep. I usually fall asleep by 10. But I'll sleep when I'm dead. I say it all the time. And sleep is very important. I recognize that. Okay, number 23. You cannot change anyone. You cannot change anyone, but you can change you. You cannot change anybody's way of seeing things, doing things, but you can change you. And in changing you, you often have a ripple effect that then other people change, but you can't manipulate it to change you so that they change. You have to change because authentically you need change, you want change. And in doing that, there might be a ripple effect that affects other people, and then change happens. But you cannot change anyone. No matter how hard you try, no matter what books you read, no matter what they say, you cannot change them. Number 24. Number 24. You ready? What do you think? I only got 2 left, guys. So I want to hear, what do you think my last 2 are? What am I missing? What do you think I'm missing? You're like, oh my God, she has to say this. Because I have them written down. I'm telling you, I'll tell you what they are. And like I said, there are a lot more. I got a lot of life lessons, I realize. But these are the first ones that came to me. Number 24. Money is simply energy. Money is simply energy. It is not the root of all evil. It is not the key to happiness and joy. It is energy. Money is energy. And it cannot be created. It cannot be destroyed. It just changes form. So, because that's what energy does. So money is energy form that we exchange. If you came to an event and you paid $50 for the event, that's your energy. And then I come to the event and I share my teachings, that's my energy. And we just exchanged energy. Simple as that. So money is an exchange of energy, and it is not the root of all evil, and it is not the answer to all answers. If you were somebody that is a pretty kind of low vibrational person to begin with, money is just going to make you more low vibration. If you are a high vibrational person, money is just going to make you higher vibration. It just expands what's already there. So it just amplifies what you already got going on. So it isn't that it's going to make great people bad, and it's not going to make bad people good. And I'm using bad and good because I don't have judgment in it, but in the sense of the way you look at things, right? So those difficult, challenging versus the easygoing, it doesn't change who you are. It just amplifies it. So money is not the root of all evil, and it is not the answer to all answers. It is simply energy. And number 25. I am enough. I am enough. So I'm going to run through them. I am enough. I don't think I need to explain much around that one, right? Because I think y'all got it. But I'm going to run through them all because I know some of you have joined late. So number 1, your body knows. Listen to your body always. It is your best friend. Number 2, create your own path. Be your own drummer in your own band. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Number 3, be present. Live every moment. Number 4, appreciation appreciates. 5, love is always the answer. Number 6, vulnerability and authenticity are superpowers. Number 7, nature heals. Number 8, move your body every day. Number 9, step into your fears. Courage does not mean you don't have fear. It means that you step into it, even if you are scared. Number 10, be kind. Number 11, don't assume anything ever. Don't assume. Number 12, get out of the box. 13, always be learning. 14, communicate. Lack of communication or miscommunication is generally at the heart of most issues. 15, over and above everything else, listen to your intuition. 16, be in joy. Have fun, lighten up, play. We are meant to be in joy. 17, serve others. Serve others. 18, self-love is the key to loving others. Self-love is the key to loving others unconditionally. You gotta love yourself first. 19, no is a complete sentence. 20, not everyone is going to love you or even like you. And that's okay. It's okay. 21, getting up early helps productivity. Get up early. Be a rise and shiner. Now, guys, remember, my name is Sunny Dawn, so I might be partial. 20, that was 21. 22, you can sleep when you're dead. Just kidding. Get enough sleep. 23, you cannot change anyone. You cannot change anyone. 24, money is energy. It is not the root of all evil, and it is not the answer to all happiness and joy. It is simply energy. It's 24. And 25, you are enough. You are enough. Those are my 25 life lessons as of July 2nd, 2020. Thank you so much for listening to Off the Cuff with SDJ. If you gained some knowledge, if you felt a connection, if you got some ahas or insight into this thing we call life, if you feel like you're a little more elevated than you were before you listened to this podcast, then please subscribe to this podcast. And if you're already signed up, please rate and review it. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you want to get more information about me and what I have to offer, go to my website, sunnydawnjohnston, that's with a T, .com. Thanks so much, my friend.